Hello everybody, I have here today the new eeepad transformer Prime, the Asus TF201. I'm going to show you guys today how this is different from the Transformer 1 and also the differences between this and the iPads. Okay, so the first impression I have with this Transformer Prime is that the build quality has improved by so much, and the design, the weight, the dimensions and everything is just such an improvement from the first Transformer. So first you will see that it still has the 10.1 widescreen display, but instead of the IPS display, it is now the Super IPS Plus display, and I'll talk about it in a minute how it is such a nice display you would see on a tablet. So aside from the display, you would see that it still has a 1.3 megapixel front facing camera, and at the back you can see that the whole thing is now made out of a single piece of aluminum, so extremely sturdy and extremely lightweight. In fact, it only weighs 586 grams, which is slightly lighter than the iPad 2 and slightly heavier than the Galaxy Tab 10.1. And you can also see it's got this concentric circle design, which really makes this tablet stand out from the others. And then you will find a 8 megapixel back illuminated CMOS sensor camera with flash. It is the same type of camera you would see on the iPhone 4S. I don't know how the picture compares with the iPhone 4S, but it does take one of the best pictures in all the tablets. Okay, and then when we look at the top, you can see that the power button has been moved to the top, and there's one microphone right here. On one side you would see the headphone jack, and now the speaker is on just this one side here, so it's not like the stereo speaker you found on Transformer 1, but in my opinion the sound quality is much better than the Transformer 1. On the other side you get the volume rocker, you have the micro HDMI port instead of the mini HDMI port you found on Transformer 1, and you have a micro SD slot which also comes with a dummy SD card cover to prevent dust from going in, and you have the second microphone here, which I assume they use it for noise cancellation. And at the bottom you have the signature connector ports that can connect to your docking stations. Unfortunately, it is not compatible with the Transformer 1 docking station, since they also redesigned the new one to match with the design. And then at the middle you will see the same 40-pin power connector. The adapter is in fact the same as the Transformer 1, except the cord is much longer. And then before you can connect, you will have to remove these rubber stopper inside the docking ports. And I think the reason they put this in is when you're using this as just a tablet, by filling the holes, your palm won't get sucked into the ports here and become uncomfortable. And so with these stoppers, it becomes really comfortable to hold. And some people really concerned about the position of the speaker, but in my experience I actually find it impossible to cover the hole, because when you hold it there's always going to be a gap between your hand and the speaker, so the sound quality doesn't really get compromised.